made it to the stage. That's what it's called. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the 8 o'clock daily podcast for what she said. I said yesterday we will be checking out a platform that we have unearthed and we think that might work for us. So bear with us. This is a test run and hopefully it should go off without a hitch. So, welcome to what she said. All right. So, as always, I have an agenda, but don't be surprised if we get started going down one avenue headed uptown and we're going to turn left in the suburbs and come back 36 miles to the city because we allow interaction. So sometimes the chat has some things that they want to talk about. So we comply. All right. So let's see. All right. So let me know you're in the live. Drop me some comments. Um, let me know if y'all see me. I see me, so I'm thinking y'all see me too. Okay. So what I wanted to talk about today was, of course, we're still talking about the Shrine Bowl. We're gonna talk about the Super Bowl as well because the city of New Orleans has a message for Super Bowl fans coming to the city, and we're going to talk about what's going on in Boulder. The squad holding it down in Boulder, getting ready for next season. I have some video to share. So hopefully, you all get a chance to see that as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know if you're in the chat. Drop me some comments. I guess we'll give it a few minutes to see who makes it in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's see. So this is my video for later, but I see it's already here. So we'll make sure you see it later. All right. So we're good to go on that. All right. So first I want to say last night I did a video. Congratulations to LeJontay Wester for getting a combine invite. And late last night there was another bit of news. CBS is covering the Shrine Bowl. And an article went out that there are some standout players in the Shrine Bowl. And number one was Kyle McCord, the quarterback from Syracuse. They raved about how they think, he's doing well. Um, I heard his name a lot during the season. I was surprised to hear that they didn't think he was going to get drafted until like the third round. So maybe the Shrine Bowl will boost his NFL stock. Secondly on the list is somebody we should all be familiar with. All right, so Buff fans, do y'all recall during the season when Colorado played Kansas? I believe it was the Jayhawks. Um, unless I get my Kansas is wrong. There was a player by the name of Kobe Bryant, Kobe with a K, and he was chirping at Travis. He's a defensive back for Kansas. So that young man is also balling out. He's listed as a standout player, second on the list at the Shrine Bowl. In fact, he even lined up against a receiver and told him he sucked. I was like, what? So everybody's, putting their best foot forward, dotting their I's and crossing their T's. And here comes Kobe telling some player he sucked. I guess that's how he gets hyped for the for the game. So hey Gracie, hello, hello. You are still a moderator. Yay, yay, yay. I just wanted to make sure that you know, you can still see your moderator access and you can. Let me know if you have any issues, Gracie. Welcome, Regina. Welcome, Regina. Welcome. So, the best moderator duo is in the chat. Regina, I also see your moderator access. Y'all let me know if y'all run into a problem. I'm trying this platform that I told y'all about yesterday. I have some video to share. So, we're going to test that feature out as well. Um, so, y'all let me know if y'all run into any issues. So, we're talking about the Shrine Bowl. And today, I think what's today? Tuesday. So, we have Wednesday and Thursday. And I was talking about last night, of course, the news came out. LeJontay Wester received a combine invite. But now the question is, since it's reported, maybe there's a third combine invite on the way. If not, there should be. So we were talking about Kyle McCord Reported by CBS, the standouts are Kyle McCord, listed as number one from Syracuse. That's the QB for Syracuse. That's one. Number two, we talked about the little chirper that was chirping at Travis when we played the Kansas Jayhawks, Kobe Bryant, Kobe with a K. He's a standout player. And number three on the list, I didn't go past number three because I saw somebody that we all know, Will Shepard, reported by CBS to be a standout player in the Shrine Bowl. I'm like, so first, congratulations, Will. I'm happy for Will. I've been watching the footage. I talked about his three-finger catch yesterday. I might have called it a three-hand catch, but it's a three-finger catch. And Will's balling out. Everybody knows I've been saying it since day one of the Shrine Bowl. Looks NFL ready. I think he's been referred to as the most NFL ready big body wide receiver out there. And he already looks like he's had his rookie year in the books in the NFL. So Will Shepard is a standout player. So the question is there a third combine invite on the way? I'm hoping so because I mean, if you get listed as a standout player, a new, you should definitely get a combine invite. Say that again, Gracie. You said somebody, you said hello, also got a combine invite. Who is that? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome. I can see there are seven of us. Awesome. Make sure you hit the like button. That's what I can't see. I can't see the like button. So I'm gonna need the moderator to uh check on the likes, make sure everybody getting the likes up. It said, Gracie, look at your comment. You said hello. I also got a combine invite. Who are we talking about? Will got the invite. Yay! Okay, good. Good. Okay, awesome. That's three. That's three. We got 2 more days. We got Wednesday and Thursday. We got two more players. Shador's not playing, right? Because he's definitely not practicing. So I'm thinking he's not playing either. So without Shador, the elite wide receiver core, because Travis is a junior, has been invited to the combine. That's excellent for recruiting. Way to go, Coach Prime. And Coach Prime got his players ready. They are ready. And that's a boost to Coach Prime. That says everything. I mean, we've already talked about how the wide receiver core was elite. We've known that. The people that have watched Colorado games could see that instantly. So now they're being rewarded for their hard work, for their journey at CU, coming to CU, trusting CU, trusting Coach Prime with their career, and all three have an invite to the combine. Travis and Shadua are automatic. All right. I'm excited. I'm excited. I am definitely excited. All right, Gracie. Awesome for Will. I am. I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you, Gracie, for the update. Thank you. Thank you. So I posted about Will on my IG. And y'all ever on IG, go to what she said. It might be what she said 404, but it comes up come up directly when you put in what she said. I always update my stories and I posted about I showed Will's three-finger catch today. And you know what I said earlier today? I said, you know what? Even if he doesn't get the invite, because you know they hate on Colorado, I was saying to myself, he's getting drafted anyway. You're not leaving the most NFL ready big body wide receiver that CBS just said was the number three standout in the combine. Shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out to Will Shepard, LeJounte Wester, and Jimmy Horn Jr. Man, so that's three right there. I would expect all three to be drafted. Travis and Shador, that's five. That's five. We still have two more. Now, what I did hear, I heard a few things from watching different content creators post about the combine. I did hear some person was reporting. I'm not gonna say who, and I knew he knew his mic was on, and I guess this is when they were practicing and receivers going up against DBs. And one guy said, some of y'all getting exposed out here. I was like, oh, he said that on camera. So I was like, okay, so our receivers are balling, but not everybody's doing too good. And I heard the coach, who's the coach, for one of the teams, he talked to the offense. He congratulated the offense. Well, not congratulated, but he acknowledged that the offense looks ready. He said the offense, y'all are ready. He said defense, we have some things we need to clean up. So I saw Coach Prime yesterday, and I saw him talking to Shiloh. And I heard Shiloh say I made some money out there today, so that's good. Hopefully that's the case. I don't know if they'll get a combine invite or not. I'm shocked that we have three because even in the news they're saying, "Oh, Shador falls out the top 10 of the draft." I'm like, "Are y'all insane? Like y'all just hating way too much." So fingers crossed, if we can get two more, that would be awesome. And I don't know if y'all know this, but Colorado has the most players at the combine. The Buffs representation is number one. The number one university with the most players at the combine, the Colorado Buffs, followed by Georgia and then Syracuse. That does wonders for recruiting. Wonders for recruiting. Shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out to the whole coaching staff. Pat Schumer, the in-home visits. DC, Livingston. Everybody loves Livingston. Everybody. Coach Warren Sapp did his thing. Shout out to the staff, even the athletic director. This school's recruiting happens beyond the typical in-home visits. It happens passively while we're sleeping, with the social media. Shout out to Bucky on the ground doing what Bucky does. And back in Boulder, I have a video for you guys. I told y'all I want to try this platform to share video about what's going on meanwhile in Boulder. So I put together some little video for us to look at. Let me check. Let me check the comments. It said awesome for Will Charmaine Yates. Yes. Well, yes, 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 yes. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like they hate on Colorado so bad. Like so bad. And I don't know if any of the guys ever doubted their decisions or not. Of course, that's not something I would even want them to talk about on camera. But I've heard like LeJounte in an interview yesterday. I think Champside did an interview with him. He talked about his journey coming to Colorado, the experience, trusting, the coaching staff, and look at where he is. Combine invite. So coming to the Bright Lights of Boulder paid off. That's a recruiting ad by itself. Two Heisman candidates, one Heisman winner, six players at the Shrine Bowl, three combine invites, six players at the Hula Bowl. So good for Will. Yes, awesome for Will. I'm excited. I'm excited. Peace and blessings, family, friends. Thank you. Thank you, Kia. Welcome, welcome. All right, y'all. So now that we talked about Will Shepherd and he has his combine invite, I'm getting ready to be out here stomping for. I don't see a lot about Cameron Silver Craig. I've seen interviews with Shiloh from DLLS. I felt like that was a Dallas affiliate or something. Um, so if I got to do some content about Cameron Silver Craig myself, so be it. Y'all know he a dog. He is a dog, and I definitely want him to get drafted as well. He sacrificed moving from Alabama to come into Texas to go to school. I think at Truth. Then what happened to him? He got a scholarship from I think it was FAU, which is where Lejontay went, which I think was Shadua's first choice for college before Coach Prime got hired at Jackson State. Um, and then they took his scholarship away, gave it to somebody else. He ended up at Jackson State. Now he's at Colorado. Now he's at the combine. So if I could get a fourth, if I could get a fourth and a fifth combine invite, that would be awesome. But I know how they be hating on Colorado. And I don't know if anybody in the comment knows how combine invites come about. Like, what is it about the player that makes them like at the Shrine Bowl go, okay, we're gonna give you an invite? Is it because they're balling out? I'm thinking yes. But how do you get on their radar? Is it because the scouts came to the school, they watched them practice, they watched them ball out, and now that they're in front of the scouts for several days, they're balling out and they get an invite. So shout out to the Buffs players, the coaching staff, the AD. I mean, that's amazing. To have the most players at the Shrine Bowl, to have three of your players in the combine getting invites, two on the ground at the Shrine Bowl. I can't say enough. All right. So let's move on. So yesterday, I told y'all I watched the interview with LeJounte, and I learned something about LeJounte that I did not know. And it was funny because today I felt like our phones are nosy because it popped up in my feed. So LeJounte Wesley, talked about his journey from Palmetto, Florida, and going to FAU, coming to Colorado, and I heard him say, yeah, I had the opportunity to work out with AJ Brown. Now y'all know that was number 11, balling out for the Philadelphia Eagles. Super Bowl bound player, right? And he said, and my instant thought was, how did that come about? Because I'm listening to you say you're from Palmetto, Florida, small town. Go to FAU. Then you come to Colorado. He only came to Colorado for 1 year. He had 1,000 yards in his year prior to coming to Colorado, and then I heard him say it without. So I had to wait. He said, "I'm cousins. My cousin plays for the Philadelphia Eagles, Isaiah Rogers." I was like, "Oh, okay, okay." So this morning, I said, "This morning, I open my phone. I getting ready to post a story. Guess who pops up? Isaiah Rogers, I guess in his booth, doing a cute little post about celebrating the national championship. I'm looking at him. I said, he does look like LeJounte and his brother. So that's his cousin. Small world. A small world. And then I was looking at Will Shepard, and I had just learned Dak Prescott was from Louisiana. Then I learned Will Shepard was from Louisiana. I'm looking at Will Shepard, and I'm not saying they cousins. I said, let me find out Will Shepard and Dak Prescott related. Because, there are quite a few people in the NFL that are related to each other. So, in addition to future Shador and Shiloh, we have Colorado Buffs related to Super Bowl star Isaiah Rogers, and then I don't know who else is out there, but yeah, I was like, that's crazy. All this time, and I didn't know he was related to somebody in the NFL. So that explains how Lejontay had the opportunity to work out with AJ Brown. So AJ Brown, if y'all watched the game, that was the guy number 11. He was balling out. So he's definitely learning from some good people and related to some stars already in the league. So y'all, I got some video for y'all. But first, I'm gonna check in with y'all and see how y'all doing. Let me know how you like the new platform. It looks like I can send y'all's messages for everybody to see. So Kiel, I'm gonna send yours and go along the way. So, oh, thank you, moderators. I see y'all getting it done. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. It says your mic is a little low. Okay, Kiel, thank you. Let me see if I can turn up my mic. I always worry about being too loud. So, okay, let me know if that works out for us too. So I did turn up my microphone, Kiel. Let me know thumbs up if that's any better. Um, it looks like how's everybody doing? It says, is that your sheep shed? No. Yes, it is. I never thought about it like that. Yes. Yes, Felicia, it is. Felissa. Yes, it is. Is it Felisa or Felissa? I think it looks like Felisa. I just don't like saying people's name wrong. Try to get that right. Thank you so much. That's cute. Yes, it is. Yeah, I had these wall panels. I was talking to the chat about it when I decided I wanted to get it done. It was pretty simple. Amazon, they are peel and stick, y'all. So simple, so simple. Just start anywhere in the middle and go to the left or the right, top or bottom, and that's it. So it just made it look that much better to me. So, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Like Lisa, Felisa. Okay, got it, got it. Thank you, Gracie. Thank you, Gracie. All right, y'all. So do y'all have any questions? Do y'all want to do a Q&A before we go into this video, or we could go into the video and talk about it if you want to? We're only 21 minutes in, so we normally at least go for an hour. So let me know. Oh, and I want y'all to know, I can invite a guest. So if anybody wants to come on, get yourselves together. You can always come to the podcast, and I believe with this platform, I can invite a guest, and y'all can share something with me. Like if you want to share a video, or if you want to share like a story, something we want to talk about in the chat, you can send it to me, and it'll automatically get formatted to like a post, and I can share it with the entire chat. So we have more flexibility here, more leeway to engage. So I hope it's working out. It looks like it's working out from my side, but I hope it's working out from over there too. Video. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to the video. All right. So, ta da! Let me go back. I want to see. All right. So basically, I'll just let it kind of go, and then we'll talk about it. So, yes, it has no sound. That's intentional. Okay. So I'm just going to let it play, and then we're going to talk about it. If y'all hear music, let me know if it's too loud. said, thank you, Blue Devil. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope y'all like our new platform. It looks like it's working. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it. Let's see. Hold on. I think I can. All right. So we're gonna go to this video. All right. So I put together a video of what's going on in Boulder, and I've highlighted some people, and we're gonna talk about it. All right. So as you can see, that's LeJonte's brother. The team is actually working out, with Coach Swayze. And let's see what's happening. We gotta get this part of it, how it works. All right, I just started it over. But okay, so the team is working out. I hear Traylon is getting a lot of love down there in Boulder. He's becoming a fast leader on the offense as well. We have Omarion on as receivers, Traylon. Um, that's Coach Mo. So a lot of people were wondering if Coach Mo was going to leave. There he is. He's right there. And let's so Coach Mo is still there, guys. But what I wanted y'all to see today, Juju's new haircut. It's not a haircut. I hate to see his new haircut because he's a man. But he got his hair braided. It is so cute. I was like, okay, I have to bring this to the chat. Hey Queen T. Hey Queen T. All right, I'm okay, I'm trying to so all right, all right. So what I was trying to share was a video for all right. So I was trying to share a video of what's going on in Boulder. And it looks like my video just started to buffer, so I'm gonna just let it play again. Hopefully uninterrupted. But I was saying the squad is back in Boulder, hard at work. And what I learned is so Bucky, I guess they split up. Bucky is in Denton, Texas, because the squad is actually at North Texas State University. When you see all that green in the arena that they're in, or like a stadium or some kind of practice facility, that's in Denton, Texas. So, the game is in Arlington. That's like a suburb away. Arlington is essentially a suburb of Dallas. And then we saw Shador and Cam Ward. We saw Shador and Cam Ward working out in SMU. So all of that's kind of like within a 25-mile radius. Dallas is small. It's really Dallas, Fort Worth is like a metroplex, like two areas together with suburbs surrounding it. I didn't see where it got. All right, that's where I was looking. There he is. Can y'all see it? Okay, let me know if y'all can see Juju's hair. Yeah, that's what I wanted y'all to look at him, y'all. I looked at Juju and for a second. I thought it was Kaden, and then I remember Kaden had long locks or twists. And I said, look at Juju. Y'all, tell me Juju does not look about 2 years older than he actually is. Because what is he, 17? He looks like he's about 19 there. So I just let it play. Let me know if y'all can see it. Let me know if y'all can see Juju's hair. The volume is still low? Okay. On my volume or the video? I hope it's not too loud. I hope it's not too loud. I didn't put any volume on the video. So let's see. The volume is low. It said music is over your voice. Okay. All right. So the music is over my voice. All right. Turn that down. Okay, hopefully that's good. All right. And I'm just really I don't know if I'm gonna put this on the loop. Let's see if I can put it on the loop. I'm just gonna let it play. Let me see if I can let it play full screen. And then y'all can maybe see it better. Hold on. All right, let me know if y'all can see the video full screen. There's no audio to the video. All right. All right, y'all. So let me know if y'all saw Juju's hair. That's what I wanted y'all to see. Coach Mo was still there. The squad is back at work. And Juju has stick braids. So remember, y'all saw me last week. If you podcast me last week, I had stick braids. So Juju got stick braids. And you know what I think? I was thinking to myself, let me know if you can hear me. I was thinking to myself that I said, he looks older. And, last week, I mean, I felt like it was a bit unfair. Having cameras around is cool, but I feel like we got to be a little responsible on how we use it, especially when it comes to new people who are not, they might be used to the cameras, but they're not necessarily used to everybody around them. Is my voice still low? Let's see. Is my voice still low? Wow, okay. I'm not sure why that is. I'm gonna turn up this. I'm not on mute. Oh, hold on 1 second. I think Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me something. All right, I'm gonna turn the music off just in case that's what's causing a reduction in the microphone. I don't know. Not saying it is, but okay, we're gonna try this again. Let me know if you can hear me. All right. Yeah, he does, Regina. Y'all let me know if you can hear me. Thumbs up. So Juju looks a lot older. And I feel like it was last week at the top of last week, not today. Yesterday was Monday, the Monday before. So there was a video I feel like before the Shrine Bowl where somebody was recording typically, and I guess Juju maybe got a little nervous or whatever. I don't know. And and I felt like after that, people started questioning his readiness. I'm like, are y'all serious right now? I'm like, y'all are asking if he's ready to be a football player at a college that he just got to, and he has to go through the spring. Oh, okay, it's the volume of your own mic. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm not sure. Mm, the volume of my own microphone. All right. Mm, that's crazy. Let's see. That's the light. All right, that's that. Mm, I feel like it might be. I need to be like this, so it's okay. Just give me a minute to figure this out. Mm, all right, so I gotta go back to my light setting. All right, so got there. I don't know. So I'm not sure. Let me see if I can switch right fast. I think I can switch microphones. Hold on 1 second. All right. Can y'all hear me? It looks like this one is better. Let's see. Is this better? It looks like this microphone is a little bit more available than my other one. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So that's a different microphone that's in front of me. So let me know if you can hear me. And let's see on the audio. Let's see what we have. It says a lot better. Okay, so we just switched microphones. All right. So what I was saying, thank you, thank you. What I was saying was, so not this Monday, say a week ago Monday, somebody was recording at the university, and like Juju was just fumbling with some shoes. And I felt like maybe it was a slow news day. So some podcasters took that video, ran with it, and was pointing out the fact that he was nervous, and then people started to question like his readiness because he's nervous. I'm like, are y'all serious right now? I'm like, when people are new to Colorado and having cameras on them all the time, I think what we should do is just get to know them. And it takes time for us to, like, I don't know everybody's name that's new. I still have to sit myself down. I want to do a video about the O-line, the wide receivers, and we have to learn who they are. And some people who committed are still in high school. They have to graduate first. Juju graduated, finished school already ahead of schedule. Matter of fact, he finished high school in 2.5 years. So he's young. And maybe he is nervous. And even if he's used to cameras being around in a particular setting where he's from, that's still different from being away from home, being in Boulder, you got to compete for your position and you have people looking at you all the time. And I'm like, that has nothing to do with his readiness. And that's when he had his cute little blonde curls. And I was like, I feel like, the hairstyle is like kind of like staying up with your back straight, make sure you're confident, etc. Understand, you're on camera. Like probably his dad was like, look, these people, they're gonna look at everything you're doing. Don't let it distract from anything. You confident in your abilities, show that, So I feel like the hair, he looks like he's about, how would y'all think he looked? Maybe like 19. Because what is he, 17? He looks like he's about 19 years old. And for a second, I thought that was Caden. I was like, wow, they almost look alike, right? So I like the hair. I think it was a good move from the curly looks that we're, the locks that we're used to seeing with him in high school. And this hair kind of transitions him into college. The independent young man who's confident in his abilities. I like it. So thank you, Gracie, for telling me that. But yeah, so Juju looked good. So I just put that video together because I just wanted y'all to see, Coach Mo is still there. And that, I don't know if he's staying, but I don't know exactly what he's doing, but I think he was elevated to a director position. And if he was elevated to like a director position, I thought that meant he was like over the entire department for strength and conditioning. So like he's in charge of like making sure everything is there, probably working with the vendors for all of the equipment they have. I noticed they have some kind of like, did y'all notice in any of the videos, it's like a little place right behind there with these glass doors, and that's where they get snacks in those protein shakes. So that had like a family's name sponsor that. So making sure that's, up and running. So, like the day-to-day business, that's what it seems like operations, like what he's doing. And also, in charge of everything that's there. And then Swayze is doing the actual coaching. So to me, I listened to Swayze yesterday. He's a good motivator. I mean, it's one thing for somebody to help you lift weights and get in shape and understand the dietary and the kinetics of it. But what I heard him say was that, he was saying how you got to take advantage of this opportunity that once upon a time, I had some young men just like y'all standing right in front of me. He said, and they developed into 19 first round draft picks. That would have been enough for me. I would have just been a sponge, taking up every bit of information he had to say. And he went on to say that I didn't know they were 19 first round draft picks when I met them, just like I just met y'all. But they did the work and they developed into 19 first round draft pick. I'm like, wow. So I heard that he, in his tenure at Miami, he had 35 first round draft picks. So we're going to have some next year too. So I think everybody likes Swayze. It's amazing to me that he's naturally soft-spoken. So that tells you that his intensity on day one of introductions was intentional. So, that's good. That's good. Yeah, he looks 19, Kiel. Yeah, he does. So, yeah, I put that video together because I just wanted y'all to kind of see what was going on. Does anybody know Mr. Overly Blessed first name? That is LaJonte's little brother. And I don't want to keep calling him that. But every time I hear him refer to himself, he refers to himself as Mr. Overly Blessed. Does anybody know his first name? If so, drop it in the chat. So I can stop calling him LaJonte's little brother. Y'all, I think we're doing pretty good with the comments. It looks like, we can still see the comments like we could on YouTube. So this is actually integrated with YouTube. I think that's why we can still see that Gracie and Regina are the moderators. So thumbs up. Do y'all like the platform or whatever, the look and feel of it? That's normally what I care about. Like the look and feel of it. The audio, we'll work that out. It looks like we just have to go away from our microphone that I normally have right here and just go directly with the computer. So let me read some of these comments. So I'm just reading the comments, guys. It says, oh, okay. I think that's when I'm going back to, let's see. That's when we have microphone issues. Blue Devil says salute to the chat.
Nia said, "Hello, sis. I am late out here. So proud of you, evolving your site. Right on. Let's go, ladies. All right, awesome, awesome. And then we have Blue Devil was telling me about the volume, the music. Okay, so I just turned the music off. When you get a chance. Okay, that was Kiel. All right. So y'all was saying it was better. Oh, okay. All right. Basically, so y'all said it's just good to go. All right. So let's talk about the Super Bowl. All right. So the Super Bowl. Now, if y'all have something else to share about the Shrine Bowl, because things are developing, like Gracie shared with us that Will got an invite to the combine. Feel free to let me know. You can share it. You should have the ability to share. Maybe right click on something on the screen, and because I haven't seen that's the user side of it yet. And then you should be able to share something to me if it's something that just happened. But so on to the Super Bowl. Well, y'all saw people celebrating. Like I said, Gilly's viral locker room moment after the game was is everywhere. But New Orleans. So the city of New Orleans, in particular, the police department, is essentially begging. I've seen the word begging and pleading with notorious Eagles fans not to climb the poles. What? So apparently, Eagles fans are notorious for climbing poles and after they celebrate. So the police department has already asked them not to do that. And the city, now this is a second thing. This is from the city. So the city itself wants fans to feel safe. So they actually released a statement because apparently there are people who, like myself, wanted to go to the Super Bowl, and they were a bit okay. These comments in the right place. Okay, they they're a bit reluctant to because of what? Because of the attack that happened. So they actually formally addressed that, I guess, with the news media, and it's digital and print media as well, saying that, if y'all were reluctant to come, is anybody in the chat thinking of going to New Orleans this weekend? Oh, not this weekend, Lord. For the Super Bowl, I think we have like 12 days. His name is Jalen Wester. Thank you, Regina. All right, so let's see. I'm going to, if I thought I could put this on a loop, I would do it. All right, so, all right. So that way I can post the comments. So his name is Jalen Wester. So is anybody thinking of going to New Orleans for the Super Bowl? No, I'm not either. I'm not. Honestly, I did. I was really looking forward to it. I think I had been to New Orleans I think I've been to New Orleans 6 times between August and New Year's Eve. So quite naturally, I was planning to go to New Orleans. I was planning to go to New Orleans, but I will say the attack did change my mind. And I don't think I'm the only person. I don't think I'm the only person. It's just I don't know, it was just one of those things that people felt like could be prevented, and it wasn't. So it just makes you feel like it could happen again. So you just don't want to go. But I'll be cheering on the Eagles from my she shed. And of course, I'll be live during the game. So even if y'all going to a Super Bowl party, come back, check in with us. Let us know how things are going. Don't forget, y'all can share media with me now. Y'all can share articles, you can share videos, stuff that we can talk about. What else? Was there anything else I wanted to talk about with Colorado? I kind of just wanted y'all to see what the squad had going on back home in Boulder, just working out. But really, it was Juju's hair and the fact that Coach Mo was there. That really was it. I think that really was it. That might have been it, guys. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Otherwise, it's going to be a short one today, which is fine because, we're on here every day. Because I think I just had LeJontay and Will Shepherd on my list. Now, I know I'll be live during I already know I have access to the Shrine Bowl. So I'll be live Thursday during the Shrine Bowl. So if y'all want to pop in on Thursday, I'll be sitting right here watching the Shrine Bowl. It is on the NFL Network, which I think you have to have the app. I looked into that earlier today. I was like, is it on YouTube? And it's like, no, you have to have like the NFL app. So I probably don't have to watch it on that. And so I'm going to get that. So I'll probably just get that. All right. Well, before we close out, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I had a good day. I spent, I would say, about 2 hours this afternoon trying to get this together. And honestly, I was thinking maybe I was kind of reluctant to test it because I was like, I didn't want nothing to go wrong, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Having a dedicated Wi-Fi actually did the trick. When people said it was my laptop, I was like, nah, because it works on YouTube and it works on Zoom. So it couldn't have been that. So I just had to do a little bit more troubleshooting, and it just looks like you have to have dedicated Wi-Fi. So, and does anybody in the chat, do y'all watch basketball? Thumbs up or drop basketball emoji if you watch basketball. I think I kind of like this one. I might stick with this one, guys. I was checking to see if any of you guys in the chat watch. Okay. See if anybody watches basketball, because I do talk about basketball sometimes, but it seems like there's a strong divide between basketball and football players. It said, I want to bring up Cam Newton and what's his problem with Shedeur. Ooh, all right. Well, we're going to be here about 2 hours because I got something to say. I'm so glad you asked. Let me go ahead on and put that. Now, let me tell y'all why I didn't bring up Cam Newton again. I didn't want y'all to think that I had a problem with Cam Newton. I don't. But Cam Newton has a problem with Shedeur. And let me just say this. A few weeks ago, on a Sunday, y'all better get you some snacks. A few weeks ago, on a Sunday, I guess I was on Threads. Shit just pops up in my feed. And it was Cam Newton sitting in front of an ESPN backdrop. Okay. I had to go do some research after this to make sure my eyes did not deceive me. So remember, Cam Newton had his own podcast. And back around the time he was hating on Shedeur, when Shedeur was, when Colorado was playing UCF, Cam Newton was just independent. He just had his own network of podcasts, like whatever the names of them are. Then that's when Richard Sherman dissed Travis Hunter, and I did a video about both of them in one video. But Cam was not with ESPN. Then he suddenly gets then that was that, right? Then I did another video. Lo and behold, Cam Newton decides to take Bryce Young's situation in Philly, where he in Carolina, where he had been sacked 62 times in his rookie year. Now remember, Bryce Young won the Heisman, and he's a dual threat quarterback. Put a pin in dual threat quarterback. So Lamar Jackson is a dual threat quarterback. Put a pin in that. So I was looking at Bryce Young's situation, and I heard what Cam Newton just basically said. Bryce Young is failing right now because his girlfriend left him to go date Tyrese Maxey. And he didn't leave it right there. He said, and she used to date Jalen Green, somebody else, and Shedeur Sanders. I about lost it. I said, all right. This is it right here. This is it right here. You hate this boy. I said, you know what? You got a problem with Shedeur Sanders, and I know what it is. You got a problem that Shedeur Sanders' girlfriend at the age of 28 likes Shedeur Sanders, who's 22. But see, here was my problem with Cam. You have how many children? And a new one. He just had a baby. And I'm like, why are you out here being messy like this? So I took the time to put together a long form video with comments from other people, and it went. And people agreed. They're like, you are 38, 30, 35. You are too old to be in a 22-year-old young man's business. And I asked a fair question. I said, is this because Shedeur is worth $6 million in NIL valuation? And when Cam played and won the Heisman in 2010, NIL was not a thing. I asked that question. Some people said, well, maybe. But he just kept on, and he just kept on. So 2 Sundays ago now, not this past Sunday, could be the Sunday before last, I'm on Threads. I'm the first one to comment under the post. And I said, I am sick and tired of Cam Newton's slick hate for Shedeur Sanders. And then I think 100 or 1,000 people liked it somewhere along the way. and people was just liking it because we were like sick and tired, right? So I'm like, what is wrong? What is going on with him? And I'm like, he is really at ESPN with this. He has brought this BS to ESPN, right? Now, y'all know Stephen A is friends with Coach Prime. So this is why I had to go do research. I said that was on Thread. So I saw a clip. I said, let me go find this segment so I can watch it and see what's going on. So when I found the segment that it was actually a part of, the name of the segment was entitled, it was about, the segment wasn't even about Shedeur. It was about Coach Prime. It said, can Coach Prime coach another quarterback? Right? So I'm sitting there looking. I said, let me listen to this because I know if this is, I'm like, did they do 2 segments? Because why on earth was Cam Newton talking about Shedeur if the conversation was supposed to be around Coach Prime? No cap. So I sit there, I'm watching the segment, and I'm looking at Stephen A, Miley in the middle, and Cam to the right. So the segment comes on. I'm looking at the 3 of them. I'm thinking Stephen A gonna start talking, and Cam's part, hating on Shedeur, surely came in the middle. No. Cam Newton started off a segment entitled, can Coach Prime coach another QB? And here he goes. Well, I think the question is, can Shedeur Sanders be coached by another coach? Stephen A looked at him, because I was going to do this video. Stephen A looked at him. He put his head down and his eyes remained focused straight at Cam. He said, I think you asking the wrong question. The question is, can Coach Prime coach another QB? Oh, you know me and Coach Prime, we've been friends for decades. I said, he done told you about this already. And here you are doing it again. I'm like, so you mean to tell me you in a relationship, you hawking this 22-year-old because he dating a 28-year-old? Everybody know that's what it is. That's what it is. See, he has this philosophy because he talked about it, that when the girls come up to the practice facility, as the quarterback, he sat at the top of the food chain. And then a girl comes up. I did a video. It was in the video. A girl comes up in a black dress. He trying to see who, he asking somebody else, who is that? Now, mind you, he's supposed to be out there practicing, but he looking at the girl coming up to the facility, wondering who that is in the black dress and saying things like, who is that? Telling coach he need to get a water break so he can go over and get water and get a closer look. Talking about she a baddie and all this and that. And then somebody said, oh, that's rookie girlfriend. Maybe put a pin in that. But he said, that's rookie's girlfriend. Now, that should have been enough for him to back off right there. No, that egged him on. And it basically, he was like, oh, she don't know no better. Because she could be dating him, the QB, rather than dating rookie. And he says she don't need to be coming up there dressed like that because they not all created equal. In other words, if you a baddie, really, you shouldn't be dating a rookie. You should be dating a QB. So Shedeur's girlfriend at the time, I heard they quietly broke up. I think they got back together, which spurred on the next video. And this is what I'm noticing. This is the pattern. Shedeur's girlfriend at the time was 28. Shedeur's 22. And I'm like, and I said it in my video, if a 22-year-old can keep a 28-year-old interested, more power to him. More power to her too. That's their business, right? So Stephen A was not happy with Cam. And the fact that he had done this, now mind you, the first time he went in on Shedeur after the UCF game, people ripped him apart. Because first he started off on his own podcast talking about people don't like Shedeur. We were like, bro, you don't like Shedeur. Then he trashed him. I mean, and then after he trashed him, he goes up to the UCF game and tries to bully Shedeur into acknowledging him and having a conversation with him while Shedeur is working out for a game. And Cam Newton came to be on the UCF side. He tried to bully Travis. People say he tried to son Travis, because Travis knew him already. And then he goes back to his podcast and was acting like he didn't understand why Shedeur wouldn't want to talk to him. I was like, are you serious? And see, to me, all of these videos about him coming out, talking about he broke and don't have He can't care for his kids like he used to. I feel like it was a ploy because I know Stephen A. ripped him a new one. When Stephen A. corrected him and said, you asking the wrong, he looked at him. Y'all know Stephen A. is the reason Cam Newton is there. He looked dead at him and said, I think you asking the wrong question. The question is, can Coach Prime coach another quarterback? So that was a redirect to get it back on track. You're going to bring this mess, and it's like an addiction. I actually said that. This is like an addiction. He going to ruin everything he have, hating on Shedeur, and he just can't help but do it. He has taken this mess from his own podcast where his own fans ripped him a new one. He did it again. And then he gets to ESPN. He been there maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month, and he tries it there. Stephen A. on air redirects him and looks at him like, nah, I done told you about that. Don't make me come over there. That's basically what it was. And it's like an addiction. He just can't help it. An addiction is you are doing something that you can't seem to stop doing to your own detriment. So now you're on ESPN embarrassing yourself. He has a woman. He has a child. He has multiple children. But he keeps coming at Shedeur whenever. And see, Shedeur don't post too often about his relationship. This last little message from Cam trying to make the conversation about Shedeur. Shedeur was on his own podcast. And Darius from Reach the People Media was interviewing Shedeur. And Shedeur was saying, I noticed this. I caught it. And that's when Cam Newton came right behind with the mess. Shedeur said, he said we are on vacation. Now, we wasn't family. It wasn't his sisters. It wasn't his dad. It wasn't his brothers. He said we twice. And I knew when he said we, he meant him and his girlfriend. But it had been reported, I think after Cam got messy, I think they broke up quietly. Then they got back. I guess they get back together. They got back together. So right after Shedeur posted the we statement on vacation twice, we going here. He didn't want to reveal one of their location and destinations because he got a stalker and it's Cam Newton. That's when so if that was on a Tuesday or a Thursday, because I think he tapes on Tuesday or Thursday for Legendary, to Legendary. Sunday, that's following Sunday, Cam Newton took that mess to ESPN and Stephen had let him under no certain terms, or you about to sit here and play on my network. My network. He just got a $126 million contract extension. Talking about Stephen A. He is the boss up there. And his boss looked at him dead in his eyes and said, I think you asked the wrong question. And when he said, me and Coach Prime been friends for decades, that was a message. He let Coach Prime know, I'm not going to sit up here and let him play. Because I felt like after he went in on Shedeur on his own podcast, putting him out there with Bryce Young and Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Green, somebody ripped him one. I know they did. He didn't say Shedeur's name for months. Only until we get to the draft. And I let him slide when they were talking about draft talk because Shedeur was being drafted. But when he did this mess, I said, I am so sick and tired of Cam Newton hating on Shedeur. But I'm so glad Stephen A. let him know. I done told you about that. He went up to his new job with the mess, got in trouble, and he probably gonna do it again because he act like he owns something. He can't stop hating on Shedeur. But all it is because of that girl. I know that's his girlfriend. I know that's what it is. And this does not, it says, Queen T said, yes. It said Cam is dirty macking. He complaining that he having financial problems now with all of those children because he's not making the money he made while he was in the NFL. This is interesting. Now, let me say something about that part. After Stephen A. ripped him one on air, the way y'all know how some people, mamas and daddies, look at you like, don't play with me like that. You don't even have to say nothing. That's when that came out. I said, you know what? Every time he act a fool or make himself look stupid or get in trouble, he put out some sympathy plea. That's what he did when his own fans ripped him one behind Shedeur. He came out, I don't know why he don't like me. What? What? You threw this man, and men said it. Men said he was completely messy. Now remember, he played for the Carolina Panthers. It is said the Carolina Panthers did him dirty. So for him to throw Bryce Young under the bus to say that he's failing because his girlfriend, that he didn't say ex-girlfriend, his girlfriend is dating Tyrese Maxey. I was like, wait a minute, what? You didn't even say ex-girlfriend. So now she a pass around and she a 304. And then he put a picture of the girl up, y'all. He put a picture of the girl on his podcast. I said, now if something happened to her, she could sue you. I'm like, because you putting this girl at harm's way. Now, we don't know if this was a true girlfriend. We don't know. He didn't put a timeline with it. And when he said she left him for Tyrese Maxey, then he went on to this, the messiest part. And she used to date Jalen Green and Shedeur Sanders. When he stopped at Shedeur, I said, you said all of that to throw Shedeur under the bus with him being with another woman because of his relationship. And supposedly they split up after that. But we is on vacation. So that he goes again. He got a thing for Shedeur girlfriend, apparently. Like, he can't hide it. And I feel like, and I heard somewhere or somebody else said it, that she curbed him. I'm like, she probably had to block him out of his DMs, her DMs, because he acting like a stalker. And then he gonna take that mess to ESPN, and his Stephen A., his boss, had to let him know on air, don't play with me like that. It's an addiction. That's stalkerish. He will be off of ESPN soon. He needs to be. Like, how do you, like, that's a sickness. And then now you putting it out, you want everybody. See, that's what I'm saying about him. It's like every time he trash somebody else and people put a spotlight on it, he go find something to make himself the victim. Oh, I don't know why I should do it like me. Oh, you don't? People said you had the audacity to throw that man under the bus. He probably going to be in Bryce Young face. And this was my part about Bryce Young. Bryce Young had been sacked 62 times. Even Shedeur said when he was sacked 52 times, he said this on his own podcast. He said, you do get PTSD. And I thought it was kind of trashy for Cam to throw, what's his name? Bryce Young under the bus with, of all teams, the team that mistreated him. That tells you he don't care about nothing and nobody but what it is that he going after. And he sound like he going after something that he don't have no business being involved with, and nor does he have any time to be involved with. Like, he just can't get over the fact that 22-year-old Shedeur is dating this beautiful 28-year-old model. It's eating him up. It said he will be off of ESPN. That's where the jealousy come from. Yeah, it's the girl. And I think Shedeur knows it. I think he realizes it now. And I even heard Shedeur say something about, like, he don't like all that Big Brother stuff. And, you know, that's how he was trying to come off, like, to Travis. And somebody was like, he said something about Travis recently. I was like, I ain't hear him say nothing when he needed to say something about Travis. All he said after Travis' situation took place, I never forget. He gonna start his podcast off. The players have coaches, but who's coaching the wives? I'm like, you ain't got to coach a woman that love her husband. Really? What we doing? That's all he had to say. He have no words for Travis, no brotherly words, but he going up to UCF to try to sun Travis and then trying to bully Shedeur into talking to him after he trashed Shedeur. My question at the time was, what kind of man would Shedeur be to be fake and talk to you? And he was trying to force him into it, y'all. He was like trying to corner him. The man is getting ready for a game. All he cared about was, I'm going to make you talk to me. That's sad, bro. He's in his 30s. Like, if he ends up off of ESPN, good move. Because bring Morris Chestnut on. I'd rather see Morris Chestnut and Molly and Stephen A. than that mess. Because that's all that was. That was just straight messy. And that's what men were saying about him. They were like, that's completely messy of you to throw. He was like, he never had to mention Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Green, or Shedeur Sanders. I said he actually thought about it. And he made sure he said some other people's name first. So it didn't look like what it was. He just wanted to he really just wanted to throw Shedeur under the bus because he knew Shedeur had a girlfriend. All of this is about Shedeur's woman. Now you tell me that ain't low down, dirty, rotten, scandalous behavior. You doing all of this so his woman will leave him. It ain't like she your sister. what you worried about it for? And that's where this is coming from. Because Shedeur said we on vacation. So you ain't stopped nothing. So yeah, I do. So there you go, Queen T. I've been holding that in. I've been holding it in. And fans do not like him for it. So I don't know how much latitude Stephen A gonna give him, because it's a contract and now you'd have to get out of it, and it's not as simple as you think. And then there's some stuff going on with Stephen A name is involved. I ain't get into it because I don't want to get into that. But yeah, Stephen A, I know Stephen A was like, this how you think me? And and he knows Stephen A is friends with Coach Prime. And he still didn't care. That's an addiction. That's an addiction. That's like you being a gambler and you call Gambling Anonymous and they tell you stop going up there. The next day you go with the deed to your house and you go play blackjack and you lose it and you like, woe is me. I don't know why the people at the casino hate me. They don't. They probably happy to see you. But that's how he acts. He acts like a person who can't control his emotions when it comes to Shador and Shador's relationship. He too old for that. He too old for that. I'm sorry. So yeah, T, that's what I think about it. That's exactly what I think about it. It's an addiction. And I don't know how long he gonna be on ESPN with that foolishness, bringing that kind of mess up there. Yep, that's dirty macking. There you go, Kiel. That's dirty macking. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly. That's crazy. Like, I knew he was going to be up here a minute. Because y'all, honestly, because we talk every day and we it's like a family situation. I didn't want to bring that to the podcast. And I mean, I could have did another video about it, but I had already done two. And I don't want to seem like I'm chasing views. So I just said what I said on Threads. But when I saw him on ESPN, I was going to talk about it. Matter of fact, I was thinking about talking about it yesterday because of the part about the show that he went on trying to trash Shador had nothing to do with Shador. It was, can Coach Prime coach another coach? And my answer to the question was yes. Can he coach another quarterback? Coach Prime was a quarterback. So yes, he can coach a quarterback that's not Shador. Absolutely. But he's not the quarterback coach. He is actually the head coach. And I think, is it Pat Shermer is the quarterback coach? Is that how that goes? Does anybody know? Yeah, that's where the jealousy come from. Absolutely. That's where it come from. Like, just, yeah. And that was a Sunday morning, too. I'm like, this man has no principles. He just got this job. And that's the crazy part. Okay, he's saying essentially, I'm broke. I can't pay. I can't care for my kids like I used to. So why, when you get this opportunity at ESPN, do you risk it by trying to hate on Shador? And I know when I saw Stephen A. face go down and his eyes stay up like this, like, don't make me come over there. I'm like, you in trouble, buddy. But that's why you don't have no money, because you risking everything, worried about other people. Maybe that's called keeping up with the Joneses. I don't know. But I even think at this moment, I can't speak for Shador. I don't even know Shador. I think Shador even realizes that's what it's about, which is why when Shador said we twice, and I saw that was during the week, when I saw Cam Newton that Sunday, I said, oh, I guess I ain't the only one who heard Shador say we on vacation, because here you go. Yeah, I think he trying to get that way. But you just said you can't even take care of your own kids. Why is you worried about this man's relationship? You obviously can't take care of her either. Shador can. So why you worried about it? It's going to kill him when Shador is picked probably first or second, and he signed this big fat rookie contract with this signing bonus, and the team, wherever he goes, Vegas, Tennessee, just falls in love with him. Like, you would think that's what's really bothering him, but I don't think it is. I think it's the girl. He on the wrong show. He needs to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. You are not lying. With that kind of mess, that's messy, yo. Like, when he said, when he was telling his own story about that somebody telling him the baddie in the black dress is rookie girl, and he like, that didn't stop him. I'm like, okay. All right. So we gonna see what happened. And calling yourself a big brother when you see your little brother being continuously disrespected and made to look like a fool or a simp, and all you have to say is, well, the players have coaches, but who's coaching the wives? He was talking about her, and she ain't nobody wife yet. We ain't made it to that yet. We have not made it to that day yet. But see, that's what he said. So in other words, he really didn't have any real advice for the situation. He going along with the foolishness. Who knows why though? Who knows why? Because he want to be able to say, his time has sunset. So he want to be able to have some kind of connection to Travis. So he going along with the foolishness. One day Travis gonna sit down when all of this is said and done. He's gonna realize that there were people around him who supported the foolishness so they could be in his circle or so they can get a paycheck from him. He's gonna realize that one day. You always come to that realization at some point. It don't matter if you're 26, 36, 96, before you leave this earth, you're gonna realize there were people who were just basically allowing you to make a fool of yourself and lose everything so they could gain from you. He gonna realize it. He gonna realize he one of them too. And I think he actually already knows, because when he saw Cam at the UCF game, he's like, nah. Because like him and Shedeur was like brothers. And see, to me, it wouldn't surprise me if Cam tries to use Travis to build a wedge and to find somebody to be on his side and dislike Shedeur. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Because it's like he looking for anybody to go along with that. And that's just foolishness. Yeah, he definitely on the wrong. So that is dirty macking. That's exactly what he doing, Kiel. That's what he doing. That's all he doing. And it's sad because you have how many children with how many women, and one of them's new. And you out here playing the victim, talking about you can't care for them like you used to, but you on a new show with a new opportunity, bringing messiness to the front, hating on one person over and over and over to your own detriment. Because he's a simp himself, I guess so. I pimp. I get pimp energy from him. He give me pimp energy. But yeah, he probably is. I think that's what he wants to be for Shedeur's girlfriend. That's what he want to do. He'll pimp other women out, but he wants to simp for Shedeur's girlfriend. I don't know what it is about this one person that he is so fixated on. I'm like, okay, there's other women out here who are models. Why? And I don't know if she dated somebody else. Like, let's say Travis, let's say the reverse. Okay. Let's say this particular particular woman was dating Travis. Would he be acting like that? Like, is this about the woman or is it about Shedeur? You see what I'm saying? Like, do you really have a problem with Shedeur, or you would have a problem with anybody who was dating this particular woman? It looks like it's about the woman. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So, and he gives pimp energy, but for her, it seemed like he want to be the simp, and I don't know. And I don't know if Shedeur married a girl, he probably gonna off himself or something. I don't know. I feel like this is actually the person he might. I mean, I don't know. If Shedeur has those type of aspirations, he's young, but this does seem, and I said that in the video, I said he gonna pass out if Shedeur becomes QB1 for the Raiders and we start seeing her. You know how eventually you start seeing somebody, the person that they intend to be around, whether they want to marry him or not. That's a possibility when he gets to Las Vegas, because, it seemed like Cam's little messiness about Bryce Young, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Green, and Shedeur was supposed to break them up. And it seemingly so it did, but it didn't stop them from getting back together. So what does that say? She means something and she likes him. So Cam need to just go on, mosey on down the road and focus on what he got to focus on, because he got enough to focus on. So he might push both of them to the altar with his behavior if you just want to be truthful, but he acting like a stalker. He acting like a stalker. So T, you got me started. That's why I didn't want to talk about this scenario, because I had already had thoughts on it anyway, but I was like, I'm going to just let it go. I'm going to let it go. All right, y'all. Is T still in here? She got me talking about this, and I don't even know if she's still in here. I I don't even know if she's still in here, but I guess maybe. Well, we passed an hour now, so is there anything else I want to talk about? I think that's the only topic that's being right here, and I just wasn't gonna say nothing. See, I was gonna let it go. I was gonna let it I was gonna let it go. That's hilarious that she asked that. She know exactly what to ask me because she probably know I'm already talking about it. Oh, okay, y'all. All right, y'all. This has been real. This has been real. All right. I guess we better say goodnight. I guess we better say goodnight. And get ready for tomorrow. So I hope y'all have a good evening. I know y'all over there. I hope y'all have a good evening. And don't forget, I can invite people to come on camera. So I'm down with that if y'all are too. So she said the way he is going about it, he needs to be on Real Wives. All right. I guess I'm gonna play this video one more time. Good night, y'all. Good night, Regina. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. I'm gonna let it close like it's like that. It say to Cam, it's about the conquest and women from the ultimate prize. Oh, women for the ultimate prize. If he sees one, he feels as though that is his. So what he'll do is undermine anybody to get what he wants. I like that. I like that. It's just like a trophy. Yes, that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. It's just like a trophy. It really doesn't mean anything unless you are in first place. So it's more about the competition to get the girl than it is actually the girl itself. Good night, Gracie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for everything. So I understand. Okay. All right. That was good. That was really good. All right, y'all. I guess we're gonna say goodnight. I guess we'll continue on tomorrow. Hopefully, he don't do nothing in the next 24 hours. Well, where Shador is involved. All right, y'all. I guess we're gonna get out of here and say goodnight. Thank you for the commentary. It was great. I hope y'all enjoyed the new platform. Thank you for being patient while we work through any I guess that's just gonna be my microphone going forward. So yeah, thank y'all so much. I'm gonna say goodnight. Thank you. Oh, let's see. Maybe I could type good night. Let's see. Turn my little light. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna put it in here. Let's see.